You are sitting in a room with the person you love most in the world, yet every breath they take feels like sandpaper against your nerves. You find yourself staring at your phone, not because you're busy, but because it's a digital shield against their presence. You feel a crushing guilt because you give anything for them to just leave the house for an hour. Your brain is screaming for an exit, but your heart is telling you that you're a monster for feeling this way. Psychologists have discovered a hidden neurological override switch that triggers when your emotional proximity exceeds your brain's processing power. It's not that you stop loving them, it's that your nervous system is literally perceiving their love as a threat to your survival. I know exactly why you have been retreating into the bathroom just to stare at the wall in silence. Research in attachment theory suggests your brain isn't being cold. It's actually trying to protect the very relationship you're afraid of losing. When you feel that sudden, sharp urge to be alone, it's often a sign of emotional enmeshment, where the lines between you and them have become dangerously blurred. Your mind is staging a coup to reclaim your identity. And if you don't understand the secret mechanics behind this, you'll eventually burn the whole relationship down just to breathe. Have you noticed how you suddenly become hyper-aware of their chewing, their footsteps, or even the way they breathe? This isn't a personality flaw, it's a phenomenon known as sensory gating failure. Because you are emotionally on all the time, your brain loses the ability to filter out background noise. You feel like a raw nerve, and every interaction feels like someone is rubbing salt into it. Most people think they need a new partner, but what they actually need is a dopamine reset that only total isolation can provide. If you keep pushing through the exhaustion, your brain will eventually force the isolation by making you pick a fight, creating a safety gap through conflict. Think about those moments at night when everyone is asleep and you finally feel like you can exist. That quiet is the only time your default mode network can actually process the day's trauma. You aren't antisocial, you are interpersonally overstimulated. There's a secret reason why even a simple, "How was your day?" feels like an interrogation when you're in this state. It is because your brain views social interaction as a task rather than a connection once your internal resources are depleted. If you don't learn to recognize this red zone before it hits, you'll keep living in a cycle of craving love and then resenting it the moment you receive it. The secret that nobody tells you is that "I need to be alone" is actually the highest form of "I love you." By stepping away, you are preventing the resentment that kills long-term intimacy. Imagine a life where you no longer feel the suffocating weight of having to be present. Imagine the relief of telling your partner you need space and feeling zero guilt because you finally understand it as a biological necessity, not a romantic failure. You're learning to build a fence around your soul so that the garden inside can actually grow. You've spent so long feeling like a broken person for needing your own world, but now that you see the hidden wires behind your behavior, you can stop fighting yourself. This realization is the first step toward a version of you that does not have to hide in the dark to feel safe. If this felt like I was reading your private thoughts, it's because you were finally hearing the truth your brain has been trying to tell you for years. You deserve to understand your own mind. So perhaps you should stick around to see what else your brain has been hiding from you.